Welcome to the Bookworm Bindery with Cathy-Lynn. Today we are going to be looking through and placing tags and pads of paper and journaling cards into this junk journal that is now complete. So let's start by looking at the journal. So this is your front. It has 3 signatures. This is our back. And this is our red, white, and blue junk journal. There is a hum in the back of this sound, I know. It is really hot and humid in the old Pueblo these days. So the cooler is on high and my little fan right up here, is blowing, so that I don't die while I am giving you this look through, because it would be terrible if I melted into a puddle. Okay, so let's start by talking just a little bit about what's going on here. So this is red, white, and blue. It is not all about the 4th of July. It's not all Americana, although there's a fair amount of that. There's some things that are just blue, and there's some pages that are primarily whites, and others are reds, and we have lots and lots of flowers because, I don't know, I love flowers. So we're going to start off with placing the envelope that has the letter to the recipient from the bookmaker. This is an idea that I've seen on multiple junk journal channels, and my first experience with this was with Pam at the Paper Outpost, and I have read multiple other people's little notes and letters, and then probably have an amalgamation of multiple artists as well as my own thoughts on this. So that is going to be tucked into our first pocket. And then as we go through, we're going to see lots of things that are just artwork that's been put in, fun pictures and stamps and things like that. This, for instance, would be our white page, although so that it's not plain white, it has lots of black. So this was a book page that had some stamping done on it, and then a pocket with lace and bows. And I think we're going to, no, I don't think we are. I think we're going to go with this one. This one is just red, white, and blue, so we're going to slip it into that white page. Here we have sheet music. I found these tape measures at SAS. No longer here in Tucson. Had to go up to Phoenix, do that trip a couple of times, 3 times a year to get fabrics. And then we just had a really nice, pretty cluster here. And it seemed like, you know, if you're going to be out dancing, we should have sheet music. So there's that. We've got our coloring pages. I really like coloring pages in this. I think it gives you a really great chance to play with this, and gives you an interaction. And, you know, yes, this could stay with the theme of red, white, and blue, or it could just be colored all kinds of colors that we would see flowers, etc. in, and baskets in browns or whites or whatever you want to do. So whether you stay with the theme or you make this quite bright and lovely, I think that just sets off the red, white, and blue anyway. So let's see. I do have pads of paper. That is not going to fit in there, so we're not going to slip that one. Oh, let's set that there. Let's put this one in. Or maybe, let's go with this one. Kind of seems to go with that. Cute little flower up there with its bow. All right, so we have bookmarks made with these tape measures, and I have placed these on the pages that I intend to write recipes on, because I have a couple of recipes that will be perfect in a red, white, and blue book. So, for instance, a blueberry cobbler is going to be the perfect recipe. In this here, I think we're gonna, you know what, this might be good. think we're going to place this pad of paper in that particular tuck. Another recipe that I have is a great recipe we use when we go camping. I think I first heard about it at Girl Scout camp. You know, camping with my Girl Scouts, not at Girl Scout camp. But let's see here. Pull a bunch of these down. Like when we would go camping when we were in juniors and cadets. And that recipe is called Cherries in the Snow. You just take a Dutch oven and put it in the coals and put pie cherry filling in the bottom. And then make up a white cake mix and put that over the top and put the lid on and put some coals over the top. This is a fun thing. So it's a postcard. And I just taped it in. It was a little wider than this page, so I had to narrow it down, and so I put a little decorating element from what was clipped off. Let's see, what can we put in here? That fits. It does fit. Okay, now let's do something here. So these are fairy gates or garden gates, fairy windows, I guess is what I call them. In this case, we have stained glass behind that window shutter, but there's also a pocket behind it. So we'll slip in a tag. Fun. This was a calendar. So on the back side, when this is right side up, your back side of your calendar's upside down. So I just covered it. So, all right, let's look at this. What do we put back in here? Stick that in. Maybe we'll stick this in over here. A nice belly band. A collage of all things Americana. Some bows and flowers added. Okay, let's see. She's going to be too wide. Let's stick this in. Roses. There's so many roses in this book, and I've got so many options for roses. I may need to do a rose-themed journal, but for right now, they did go very nicely in our red, white, and blue. Okay, now let's see what we've got here. This looks like it's going to be a great big deep pocket, but it is not. I'm going to put gardening in here. We've got flowers, the hummingbirds. This, on the other hand, is a deeper pocket. Let's see if this one will go through. Yeah, it doesn't get lost, so I can put that in there. You have to have cats. And a cat. Blue cat with a blue hat. There we go. It's nicely themed. We'll put it next to the bluebird. Maybe they have conversations. And how about in these roses, we'll put a butterfly. Tuck that in. Perfect to be glued into a page somewhere. Okay, here we have a blue pocket. This was just a cluster that I glued up on top. And well, yeah, that goes. We just have a nice page edge with some music and lace. What have we got here? Is that going to fit? It is not going to fit. We're going to need something slimmer. Don't want to walk away from that, so let's look here. Will this fit in? Yes. Okay, so this is an envelope. It is an envelope that is actually a piece of paper, so you can write on that and then fold it back up, tuck it in. When people are looking through your junk journal, it's a little hidden place to write that you don't have to share. All right, so we have some more coloring paper, coloring pages, sheet music. It should be nice to do a collage of interesting things on. And then here we had an envelope that was really kind of cool, and I was concerned that if I just glued it in, I'd lose elements of it, so I cut it. What I actually did was I cut what had been the back off, and I took the flap for the back, left it attached to the envelope, glued it over. This is now a full-size pocket. And then I slipped what had been the back of the envelope under this, and it too creates a full-size pocket. Here we have one of the fan pocket ephemera holders, and it was already loaded up with ephemera, so it has tags and tickets and writing spaces and fun little things all made up of blue, and it can be glued in flat. I did not do that. I glued it in so that I had another pocket behind. We'll slip that blue in there. That's good. Okay, there we go. I don't know where we're going to put you. This is a fun set of pockets that can go over the edge of a page. Let me just set it down here like this. It has magnets in it to keep it tucked into place nicely. Except that I think this one only has one magnet in it, and it's not very sturdy. Let me go back and see if I can find a slim page, like maybe this music page. So some of these I ended up just tucking in, and as I made the later ones, I made them with two magnets so they'd be stronger. Let's see how that works. Oh, it didn't slip down. Well, in that case, it's not thrilling. It's not wanting to stay, but it has little pockets on the outside, and then it has these bigger pockets on the inside. I'm gonna leave it there. We'll see if it stays. Otherwise, I'll tuck it in somewhere else. Okay, so now we're into the second signature. And again, we are looking at pages that are not Americana. This in this case is red, pinks with the flowers. And here we had fun hearts that were cut out. We have a white surround, we have a red, and we have a blue. And then over here we have a pocket. And I have what I think is the perfect pocket, because it's made up of these same round cutouts of cotton that have been stenciled. And here's one done in red, so we'll stuck that there. Here we have a nice corner tuck. Let's slide this guy into here. Playing with blues, or silk ribbon. This again is just a nice cluster popped into place. And then we have three pockets, and yeah, here's these. So we have little pockets that let us tuck in little things. So these might be tickets to a right, forgot the word. Sure, hate it when I lose my words. Steampunk convention, perhaps. So we want multiple people to be able to go on such a journey. So we'll put in multiple tickets. And here we have a really pretty Valentine heart with blue flowers. And it's been made into a pocket. So we'll slip that there. The things that can be covered over, things that can be written on. It's cute. This is a fun pocket. Let's see what we got here. It's a pocket that's actually sewn in to the signature. So you have a small pocket here, and you have a pocket back here. We have flowers and fruit. Let's put, and then this big thing is a pocket as well. So it really does take something large so that you can find it. Cluster into place. Here we have a nice page edge that ends up making a tuck. So let's, yeah, that works. Put that there. Ugh, it's going to get lost. We need something thicker than that. How about this particular little pad of paper to write things on? Perfect. And a place we can write things down. You could fill in the little form, or you could just write something else. And then here we have another corner pocket. And fun thing that happens with the papers that are, I think I'm gonna like these. We'll go with these two. When you have vellum or you have copy paper, you can see what's on the other side. And when you stamp it, the stamping shows through both sides. So in turn, the other thing that happens is when you glue a pocket onto it, the back side shows. So in this case, what I did was let's put this in. Put it in there. I just made another pocket and glued it on this side so you couldn't see the inside or the back side of the other pocket. Let's see, this one goes because it just matches. It's a little envelope and it has a little card. Just slip that in there. A writing space, more writing space. Here's a pocket. We'll put this. We'll put this in. Yeah, that works. Could get lost. Let's put something a little bit bigger in as well. I think we have enough. There's just a really fun maritime blues with the red roses. Another coloring page. This is centered so that you can do the whole color page and have some continuity. Here we have a nice big belly band, and maybe we'll go ahead and put our this pad of paper into this belly band. It's Christmas. It's okay if it goes in with our Americana. They're so cute, these little cows. Okay. Writing spaces. And then here we have a writing space, but it has been made into a pocket, so it's a full page pocket. And it's been made into a pocket with a beautiful rose with a piece of this is copy paper that's been glued onto it to give it that sort of softness versus something bright and intense. Let's see, we have a pocket here that is narrow. What can we put in a narrow pocket? Well, let's look. I think we can put this in this pocket. Yes, it definitely shows. And then over here we have a nice page edge writing space. Oh, this is the odd man out. So it was meant to be snowflakes, but of course often snowflakes don't show up well if it's on a white page. So we have this sort of, it's a soft gray green. I think you can kind of see that in the video. But we have white Christmas, and then we have snow, and I'm sticking with it. It's white. And then we have a lovely burst of red, white, and blue. You'd see this sort of thing. I think this is very reminiscent of the 4th of July. And here we are back to the other side of this. And let's see what we want to put in. So we'll put this one in the big one, maybe. Good. And then in these two smaller ones, do we have small things? We do. Let's look at this. Let's put our ladybug. Perfect for in the garden. And then a little bluebird. It's a bird and it's blue. It's not actually probably the bluebird of happiness, but okay. Oh, here we go. This is a nice, it was a cluster that I turned into a cornered pocket, and I think I want to go with this blue. We have stamps, we have butterflies and bows. We have page. So this page was out of a book on, apparently, plants. We have cell walls. So it's on a plant structure. Writing space. This was fun. So this is a nice belly band. Let's put something white in it. Nice belly band that I then put little writing spaces on. So you have a little room to make notes on things. fun. And then we have another collage of butterflies. Cat and the moon. Ah, we need something very small there. What do we got? Let's see. Here's another. Okay. Ah, here. This is little. That'll be perfect to go inside. Which you could probably also put something in here, and then you could tuck something on the side like that. So we could put this little tag, and then if we wanted to, we could put something else here. This is too big. You can see that the pocket won't close. So we're going to leave it with this little guy, center him, but we can put something in the back. So another ticket to that steampunk expose. And we have the same thing because this is a cute little fold over set of pockets. It goes over the edge. I put it at the bottom, and then we'll stick the ticket here. So you can take the whole family, take the neighbor kids. You know, sometimes you have the neighbors take care of your kids, and then you take care of theirs in a trade out. And there you go. Okay, we have another pocket here. And this feels much the same. So we're going to put that there. And that ends that signature. Okay, so then we start the next one. Red, white, and blue, and flowers. A white flower. Yeah. Another Escher design. And then as we remember this was from a calendar. So then I put something else on the back, put a nice stamp on it. And here's some more of that white fabric that I stenciled, and actually took a very similar stencil and stenciled in here just for some feeling of continuity. Let's go ahead and put this in. We have reds, flowers, bows, and ribbons. And here we have another belly band with our cute cows. Let's see, do we want to put this one? Yeah, we could put this one. It's a writing space. It's a tag. It's nice and wide, so it goes behind this well. And then we have some more fun stuff to put in. And again, these are kind of narrow, so let's see what we have to put in there. Will this go? Yes. So it creates a writing space. It's now tucked in. Blue page. Here's another piece of that copy paper, and it's been put over to soften out those roses. And here they are not softened out, so you can tell, you can see that difference. It has kind of a glassine or a softening effect. And then here it's pretty soft, but it's a little clear. And again, full-size pocket. We have a rose, writing space. We have a nice writing space here. Let's look at this. Now, this was a fun envelope that I made. It had a stamp that was postmarked. So I just took a marker and I just followed the postmarks out so that it appears that I actually mailed this, but it showed through. And inside this, I sent a set of 7 stamps, U.S. Airmail. They have been postmarked. So this is a collector's item. Please do not break this setup. There you go. So now that's cool. But now, if that's not your thing, you have a nice set that you can gift to someone who is a stamp collector. And they'll be thrilled. Unless they already have it. In which case, I'm sure they'll still be thrilled that you thought of them. Okay, so here we have another belly band. We're going to put this. So here we have this really pretty journaling card, writing space on the back. Yes, in blue. Not the same blue, but it's blue. Okay. And then we have another pocket. We actually have sets of. So 2 corner pockets. And they're going to require taller. So we'll make sure we get that put in. And what about you? Actually, as long as this one's wide, it could fit in. Maybe I need to turn that around. This one is bigger. Yep, that works best because it sticks out. And this is blue, so it'll go in here nicely. I think I'll tilt it out the corner because I'm a little concerned it might not show. And then, you know, actually I have this blue one. You can stick it behind, and that'll help make this one stand out even a little bit more. Okay, so that laid down. Writing space, coloring, more coloring. You know, this is, if you were writing in a black pen, you could easily write over that. That would be good. Definitely writing space here, writing space here. Put something in there. It's flowers. We'll put a little ladybug. So if he pulls that out, they'll be like, oh, look, it's a ladybug. Okay. So this has moons in phases. You could easily place something else here. In this case, this is an opened up writing space that got folded over. Sorry, little one. So you could write in that one, fold it up, close it down. And here we have envelopes, so we have space to tuck in here and here. I've left those empty. Then we have another one of the envelopes, but this one actually got turned into an envelope. So let's go ahead and just stick that in there to let people know that they can do that. And then it has a tuck space in the back. And as long as I have something tall enough, so my cute little cat, the red flowers, goes there. This can definitely be written on, or it can be mosaicked over. Definite writing space. Nice little saying with little flowers. Certainly can make some notes around that if you'd like. This is just a really pretty flower carnation that I've gone ahead and framed with that. Coloring spaces again. And another one of these really fun pockets. And this is, maybe not. Let's look. This is the shallow pocket. Not a lot of space for big things. Let's take this one. And then this is the full depth pocket. And as we turn that over, we come across another stained glass window with the shutters. It's fruits, the fruits of this season. Good enough to eat. And then we have some Americana, some red, white, and blue. We have our flags. We have, so here's our flag here, flags and flags. We have a flag down here. And these are definitely pockets to tuck in. So if it's the middle of summer, you know you've got dragonflies. And then this has a top pocket. So we're going to put some roses in that. And then this has a side pocket. Let's put the mushrooms together. We'll keep our roses here. Sticking out to the side. And then we have a belly band. I'll put our mushrooms in the belly band. I think they'll be good enough to sit and stay. Hope so. Place to write. This is my favorite page. My favorite page. Because we have this beautiful rose here. We have this beautiful rose here. Place to put something in this pocket. And as you look across this, you see the rose and the beautiful blue background. But when you turn this over, put this in here, you now have a really nice bouquet of rose. Well, there's just two of them, but you know, it's good. More cat. We have a nice big pocket here. I think we're running out of room, so I think what I'm going to do, I'll stick you in there and I may come back. Definite writing space, a pocket, more pockets. Yes, I've run out. I'm going to slip this into here because you can see it. This pocket is too deep. If I put this ticket in there, it'd be lost. Oh, but it is the end. Okay, so then we have our Escher. Remember, covered the calendar. This is great because this is this beautiful lace-edged page that opens up to some really nice writing space. But you don't necessarily notice that. So as your page turning, that often gets overlooked, and it brings you to the back of this particular book. Now, the only thing that hasn't been included, see, whoa, how wide is that? Good grief, is our cluster of stamp tags. We have a red, we have a white, we have a blue, and then we have a red, white, and blue. And this pin is a garment pin. It's quite sharp in the point, so we're going to fix it into a lace edge. And then we have some really fun, move these over, decorated paper clips, hidden paper clips, call them as you wish. And then I love putting shank buttons on paper clips, and I found these really beautiful white buttons, so I definitely had to include those. And then I was cutting away at something in here, and I had this little piece of lace left, and I said, oh, I know. And then adorable clothespins. So these things now get to be just tacked in wherever it is that you might want to put something. I do prefer to use them on pages that are a little bit sturdier. So I'm not going to put them on the really lightweight pages. They just fall over. It's not great. These can be put on the top like that. They can be put on the side. And then as you're going through and you have fun things to add, you can just tuck them into the paper clips until you actually get them ready to be put in to your pages. So the idea with this is there's 3 of them, so I'm going to put 1 in each signature, and this is a nice page for that. They certainly can be taken out of here and been put, let's put this paper clip here. They could be used in a recipe book or as a bookmark in a book you're reading, and just used nicely. I'm going to put this one, put it here, on the edge at the top. What I find is that then it will hold on at the top, well, unless it falls off. But that lace will stick out, saying, hey, check this out. And while we're here, let's take one of these pieces. And let's put this sure. This can be left whole like this, or it could be taken apart, and these little clusters could be attached to somewhere on your journal. Okay, maybe. I know I can do this. I'm a big girl. I can use safety pins. Okay, there we go. Push that down, close this up, and now we can see these. Well, not very well if I put it there. That's not going to work. Okay, but here we go. You've got one here. You've got one here. Here's the paper clip. Here's another. Here's the side paper clip. Here's our tags. Our little tag cluster. Okay, there you go. Red, white, and blue. Very fun. Thank you very much for sticking to the end. Hit the like and the subscribe. Make sure you touch on that bell so that you get notifications of new content being put out. I hope you've enjoyed it. Thanks for coming along. Have fun.